the player 4, it was also their birthday. But then again, he also stole Yoda Cage's birthday. That's a long story. I'll tell you after the stream is done. But yeah, milestones. Definitely wanted to shout out one of our own that's done good. Vicky Kitty making their Overwatch League commentary debut, so shout out to them. And of course doing and doing so for the best team on the planet, Philadelphia Fusion. You gotta love it. It's almost serendipitous, but we're going to get right into the action here. Dog versus rat. What more could you ask for? Well, probably context, right, Skiff?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've seen some videos where like people are trying to like, you know, get pests out of their like gardens and stuff like that. And there's always dogs messing up rats. So maybe we'll see a little bit of realism here. But never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm seeing a bunch of crazy mess, and ShinyMark is absolutely killing it off the top.
Oh man, Zercon immediately getting the book thrown at them early. An electric start for ShinyMark. I said that without even the knowledge that they were playing Pikachu, but nevertheless, yeah, this is a crazy start. And immediately with the jab lock nonsense, gonna scoop him right up. I mean, Zercon is definitely gonna want to establish most of their offense in the air. I think that they'd rather get in the air via jump button rather than scooping.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Zercon is able to turn this around. Like, Pikachu obviously doing very, very well. And again, ShinyMark, I think, is also #1 in Guatemala, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, they could still very well turn this around, but it's going to be tough to... Oh, jeez. Oh, goodbye, man.
Oh, man. I mean, yeah, you're talking about Latin America just showing out in general. You know, you got in the Caribbean, obviously the Dominican Republic, and all those players, Umart and Capitancito, and of course Sonics, who's in top 8. You know, Mexico, and of course, yeah, Guatemala. And I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Ye, of course, the Meta Knight. Shout out to Costa Rica in general, Pura Vida. But yeah, ShinyMark certainly carrying on with it and keeping with his stage control. Mr. Zercon being put on the spot here. They have to make up a lot of damage and really just counteract this Pikachu as much as they possibly can. But I mean, how do you do it?
I don't know, but if there's anybody to do it, Mr. Zercon would probably be it. Wow, surviving that thunder as well, just kind of getting a great DI there, just to be able to stay alive. 178 up throw, yeah, definitely gonna be able to take out that stock at 180. There's just no way that dog is living as light as they are.
Yeah, no, the Shih Tzu is not exactly the heaviest breed. Now, if Isabelle were a German Shepherd, could be a different story, but nevertheless, we're going to get these slingshots. Not really sure how you're firing a slingshot with without opposable thumbs in general, but I guess we're just going to... I guess suspension of disbelief is a thing. Anyway, the electric mouse is winning this fight, and yeah, edge guarding on point. ShinyMark just not letting Zercon breathe.
Yeah, that's it right there.
No.
Jeez. That was insane, man.
Man.
ShinyMark found that opening, and they just kept the pressure on Mr. Zercon. And not only did Mr. Zercon just have to, like, continue to recover 2 stage, but even when they got right on 2 stage in some way, shape, or form, ShinyMark said, hey, who let you back inside? And then put that dog right back outside into the blast zone, man. Just absolutely killing it.
Yeah, no, there is no doggy door back into the stage. There just isn't. And immediately we're seeing ShinyMark impose their will upon this set, and we've seen them do quite well, especially from these positions where, okay, maybe you just don't know the name, maybe it's not quite as familiar. It really should be by now, but maybe you can be forgiven for not instantly recognizing, you know, ShinyMark as a threat. Well, they've kind of been using that to their advantage. They don't enter tournaments quite as frequently as others, which is why maybe you could be, you know, forgiven for that. But especially when you talk about tournaments, like they were a grand finalist in Get Clip number 10, where they eventually did succumb to Jake twice, but beating people like Bestness, Suarez, Quark, Atomisk, you know, Trey 5. These are the quality of competition. Most of those were by 3-0, mind you. So if the same thing happens to Mr. Zercon here, Mr. Zercon can at least, you know, take faith in the fact that they're in some pretty good company.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, there is no denying how talented of a player either of these players are. They're both very good, have done very well. I think Mr. Zercon's even gotten a 3rd place at a juice box before, which is honestly one of the most stacked weeklies day in, day out. It's just a matter of what it is. If you can make a top 8 there, you're doing pretty good. You make a top 4, you're sitting pretty. You make a top 3, obviously you know what you're doing. But I mean, as long as you know what you're doing, that doesn't really mean too much. But the way that ShinyMark is absolutely abusing Mr. Zercon off stage here.
Yeah.
Woo!
In fact, relegated Sonics to a bronze medal in the Smash World Tour Central America online qualifier, where they beat Sonics in 5 games. Last one, of course, on Pokemon Stadium 2, where we saw Sonics take down Sharp in that Game 3. So something to be said about that, as they are taking out Zercon here, and at 41%, ShinyMark. I mean, like, glow in the dark, absolutely white hot performance from this rat from Guatemala.
Yeah, man, just ShinyMark doing ShinyMark things. There's really nothing to it. Just continues to be an absolute harassment machine onto this dog here. I mean, she's just trying to help the mayor and do her job, but ShinyMark is really not having it, man. Pikachu, an absolute oppressive character for sure. All this electricity, these moving hitboxes, the pizza spin, all of it, man, just creating problems for Mr. Zercon as we go forward here. But maybe Mr. Zercon got a little bit something up their pocket. It's not over yet. They could find a way to take the stock here, try to even things up at least a little bit. But they gotta stop getting caught up in these combos from Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know many pizza parlors that use electric ovens, but they might have to reconsider their methodology here. ShinyMark absolutely spinning Mr. Zercon. And, yeah, I thought that Tri-State made the best pizza. I could be reconsidering here, as Mr. Zercon not able to establish those distancing options quite as effectively. And really, that's just a testament to how well Mr. Zercon has been using their shield, especially on that hit grab.
I mean, I don't mean to disappoint you, but I think the last time I heard the best pizza place in America was actually in Connecticut or something like that. There's some ranking for it, but, you know, it's definitely not in Tri-State, I guess.
Tri-State is real life. Well, Connecticut is real life Tri-State, to be fair, not gaming Tri-State. So it counts.
That's fair.
Yeah. So either way, yeah, just because they interact with New England. Come on now. But we're going to not get into semantics at the moment. We're just going to talk about this Nair, that drag down Nair. Now, as someone who plays Pit, definitely appreciate that, but the spin and Mr. Zercon is just going to be trapped below the ledge. Makes it back, though. Good awareness situationally, but of course ShinyMark is there to pick up the pieces. No, you're not safe when you're in my area. Let me show you just how unsafe that is.
Dude, he got the wall jump into a drag down Nair, into the down smash. That is absolutely insane. I don't know if even ESAM does that. Like, this Pikachu is absolutely electric, man. The way that they are just bullying Mr. Zercon, and any option they take, just exposing the slightest opening. It's tough, man. This is tough. ShinyMark on point here, looking to build their way to the Capitanedo. They want this top 8. They want that Summit qualifier spot. Woo! This might be it.
Oh, looking for the thunder, but Mr. Zercon trying to dodge lightning bolts. Oh, getting flashbacks to Final Fantasy X here, but yeah, not able to establish any of these trapping options. ShinyMark knows how to dance their way around them, and now just trying to get back to the stage themselves. They have not been spending a whole lot of time in disadvantage. Mr. Zercon, none too happy about that. We've seen ShinyMark win neutral all too many times in the up smash. Que electrico! ShinyMark 2-0 over Zercon.
That's tough, man. That's a tough break. But you know what? That just goes to show the type of gameplay we are seeing here when